I'm really proud of you for that because it's Monday and you've already done something fantastic. So, yay, go you. This show is from 8 to 10 Eastern Time. So, 2 hours that you've got to listen and watch and chat with a community that is right here with you. I want to say hi to everybody. Jonah's here for the first time listening out in Colorado. Hello, Jonah. Just to let you know, those of you listening, you can go to backchannel.tv and you can chat there. So, like, seriously, you can sit there and type and I can read it and talk to you, which is so fantastic. London, hello. Chewy, Plausible Zebra, Sheila, No Name, and Alicia. Hi, you guys. So, if you're listening on a listening device, so Alexa app, any of those kind of things, you Echo Dot. I'm trying to think of all the ones. That's great. You can go to backchannel.tv. No big deal. If you're on an Echo show, like Sheila, No Name, Plausible Zebra, like No Name, you know what you can do? You can actually say to your device, Echo, say, hi, Liv, my name is Steve. Hi, Liv, my name is Sherry. And like it'll write that for you. And I'll know. So you can talk directly to your device. And I see, I'm so excited. I already have all my YouTube friends here. Hello, Mindy. I know, Colorado. Isn't that nice? Alicia's in Colorado and Jonah. I want to know if they know each other. If not, that would be really cool. Like people could meet each other. Hi, Rebecca. Good morning, friend. And Nathan, hi. So I don't know if you could tell, but I am not in my studio. Good morning, Carolyn. Hi. I'm not in my studio. Here's what's so crazy. I have a lock in my studio because I have all this equipment and the lock is not unlocking. We think the battery died, but we're having a really wicked storm right now. It's like horrible. And so I can't get in my studio. So I'm coming live from my glass room. That's what we call it. We call it the glass room. So there's lots of glass. I live in a forest. I live on 2.5 acres of forest. So it's crazy dark because it's 7 a.m. here in Texas and there's a big storm. So it'll get lighter, but this is how it's going to look. And it's perfect because today on the show we have Make It Work Monday. It's April 11th. Here in Texas, it's 7:04. On the East Coast, it's 8:04. So that's what it is. It's Make It Work Monday. I would love to know, how are you making it work today? What are you doing to start off the day and say, you know what? You're not going to stop me. This is going to happen. No matter what happens, I'm going to make it through and it's going to be fantastic. I want to say hi to Legit Cougar. Hi. I hope that means that you're a legit cougar. That'd be really disappointing if you weren't. But let me know what you're drinking. I do have my mug. Look at that. It's because I always bring it inside every day. I have my mug and I have some coffee, but here's what's really funny, everybody. Here's what's really funny. The broken carafe to my whatever coffee maker, if you watch the show every single day, it's in the studio. So I can't have a pot of coffee. Can only make it 1 cup at a time. Just one. So that's how we're going to do today. Here's what else is going on today, you guys, for Make It Work Monday. Today is National Pet Day, which makes me so happy because my little puppy is not here right now. He's still at the kennel and I cannot wait to go get him. So I will have to spoil him, maybe get him a puppuccino. Any of you out there have pets? I would love to know what you have. I know we've talked about it sometimes. We have, but guess what? I don't remember. I don't remember if you have anything. Like, let me know, especially if you're new. Go to backchannel.tv, tell me what kind of pet you have. And if you don't want to talk about your pet again, because you feel like, God, Liv, you've asked me 1,000 times. Here's 2 things I would love to know. Number 1, what was the first pet you had? I think that's a fantastic question. And number 2, what's your dream pet? Also a fantastic question. Anna put those together. You guys make sure to say hello to producer Anna this morning. She is the reason we are able to do anything that we do. That and my production assistant, Nathan, who set up this pretend studio in the glass room. Mindy says Pluto and I are rounding the bend on our walk home. And we know that Mindy has not only like a dog, but she has a snake. and she sent a picture of it to us. I think she still has the sink. I think so. Yeah. So it's just great to see all of you. I see that Doug's here, Walter's here. Hi, you guys. Good morning. I'm coming to you live from the middle of a storm in a forest at my house. It just is what it is. And I have 1 cup of coffee for the whole 2 hours. That's it. So tell me what's going on. Tell me what you are drinking. And oh, good, Doug. Okay. All right. Doug is going to go get another drink so he can tell me what it is. Perfect. Nathan's saying hello to Anna. I love it. Yeah. And I'm glad you like the light, Nathan. You did a good job trying to find the light. We'll do fine. It'll be fine. It's like, it's just one of those crazy things. It's just so we could say, make it work Monday. Oh, I have a message for you, Rebecca, from producer Anna. Rebecca, the address worked. So ordering officially today, it says it'll take 2 weeks to get to you, but I'm sure it will be faster. I love it. Anna says her first pet was a goldfish named Barbie. Oh my gosh. And the one day you didn't feed it, she died. That's terrible. That's so sad. No name. Hi. Welcome to the show. You can actually tell your device, hi, Echo. My name is Sam, and it'll write your name or whatever your name is. I would love to know your real name if you'd like to share, friend. So, yeah, my first pet, my parents had horses. This is weird, actually. I grew up on 3.5 acres of land in Louisiana. And my parents had horses that weren't ours. Like my dad kept them for the university in the town that we lived in. So I would consider that my first pet. Like I had to like go feed the horses and give them carrots and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But I had an Irish setter, which oh no, I don't have enough coffee for this. Which I don't ever see Irish setters anymore. Does anybody ever see an Irish setter? I don't, but thank you, Nathan. Nathan just brought me water. There he is. You can kind of see him a little bit, those of you watching. But yeah, so I had an Irish setter and we named him Olivia's Rusty Sean. And we called him Rusty. That was my first dog. My parents never had cats. I didn't really have fish. But I did get a golden retriever in 3rd grade because I was able to get the little check mark next to talks too much off of my report card for 6 weeks. And so I got a golden retriever and we named him Dusty. That's like the same name as the other dog. So tell me about your first pets, you guys. I'd love to hear what they are. Anna has some other ones. Anna says, oh no. Anna says, my first pet. Okay, yeah. She had a pet duck, which is about the cutest thing I ever heard. I remember her telling me about this. I found out way too recently that it was killed by a cat. It didn't go back to a farm. It got out during my nap time and it got killed. Isn't that sad? And she has some really tragic pets, like a lot of stories with that. So we'll just give her a moment. Okay. Rebecca's excited about getting her mug. So exciting. And yes, Mindy has a Norris snake and a Pluto pup and 2 old cats, Leonardo da Vinci and Hope. I feel like that's what we should call the world right now. We should call the world Leonardo da Vinci and Hope, and that'll get us through. Dream pets, Mindy would love to have peacocks. Again, so you had peacocks? Is that what you're saying, Mindy? And why? Like, what's so great about a peacock, having them as a pet? Goats. Rebecca, okay, I reread that. And Mindy's first pet was a Great Dane. Yeah, I did. I got a pet for not talking, Mindy. So here's the thing. Everybody, do you remember when you get your report card and then there's like, I don't now when you're like older, they have like your conduct grade. When I was little living in Louisiana, they like broke that down as to what your conduct grade was. And mine said talks like there was a section on talking. It's true. It's so true. And I got in trouble all the time for talking, like constantly. And so my father was so angry. And he said, if you cannot get that check mark next to talking for 6 weeks, I'll get you a dog. I guess I've been asking for a dog. I'm not really sure. So I was like, done. Like, okay, I'll do it. And I did. I didn't get a check mark next to my name, next to talks too much. And I got my golden retriever. I did. I know. And I did 4-H with him. So, and then I went back to getting the check mark next to talks too much. So, that's how it goes. Anyway, I would love to hear more about your favorite pets, past pets, first pets, dream pets. I like that vein of it all, and if you have a pet now that you want to talk about, that's fantastic too. So it's Happy National Pet Day, everybody. Treat the pets in your life with lots of love. Or maybe if you don't have one, send a biscuit to one of your friends' pets, or perhaps go visit like a shelter for the day and ask how you can volunteer. Just kind of love on them. Hi, Bill. Good morning. Welcome out from Georgia. So great to see you. So you can go to backchannel.tv and chat with me there and tell me about your pets. You can also hop on FaceTime and YouTube. FaceTime. That's not what it is. Facebook. That's where it is. Rebecca, we have a dog. We're working on getting ready for chickens this summer. We also have rabbits on the list. Rebecca, do you live on a lot of land? I live on a lot of land. Well, I mean, not a lot. It's only 2.5 acres. It's not that much. But it's all forest. So like my dog can't go outside by itself. I have a tiny mini Pomeranian. He's just a puffball. And he can't go out there because there are legit owls and like falcons and hawks that live in the trees. I live in the Pine Belt because I live in Houston. So he can't do it. It's kind of sad. We can't really have chickens. You know what I mean? Like we can't have anything else because they'll die. And it says my parents have less than half an acre, but we had chickens at one point and goats and 2 dogs and 3 cats. That's incredible. That's like Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm kind of stuff. So no name, hi, welcome. First time on the show. So glad that you're here. Listen, you can speak to your device and you can tell your device your name if you want to, or a name that I can call you. And that would work. Your magic word is say. Talk to your device and say, smart device, Echo, say, pantyhose. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. I had nothing. Oh, there's Doug from Ohio. Hopefully he has a drink now. All right. So besides National Pet Day, which everybody's getting a puppuccino. And if you don't know what that is, that's at Starbucks. And when you go through, you say, hi, I'd like a puppuccino. And they will put a little tiny cup and fill it with whipped cream, with Cool Whip. They'll just fill it up and you could give it to your dog. Now, are they really going to check if you have a dog and you just want a cup full of free whipped cream? I mean, you do you. Oh, Anna says plot twist. Whipped cream is really bad for dogs. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's sugar and dairy and all sorts of stuff. I don't think you should have a puppuccino every day. But National Pet Day, Anna. National Pet Day and their birthday. They're going to be okay, right? I don't know. Also, today is National Barbershop Quartet Day, which I have a very interesting thing to say about that. It's National Submarine Day. Does that mean everyone goes to Subway? Because what submarines do we have? Like, we don't have any. So I say happy Submarine Sandwich Day. There. Happy 8-track tape day. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I love 8-tracks. Anna was not even an embryo when those were around because Anna was born last Tuesday. But for those of us who were born the Tuesday before, 8-tracks were the scene. I don't know if anybody's ever said that. Doug, I'm drinking Mountain Dew Zero. That's fantastic, friend. What else? And it's National Cheese Fondue Day. I'm going to lose my mind. I love fondue. That's my favorite food. How is it not anyone else's favorite food? Like, I feel like we should all vote and we would say, yes, melted cheese in a hot pot that you dip bread into. Like, what other food are you guys waiting for? Like, that's the greatest thing ever. So I will do this. I don't know if you guys have a melting pot. I know I've discussed this with Peter on the show 1,000 years ago, but Peter now has a big boy job and he can't be here all the time. But we have a melting pot, which is a chain restaurant for sure. We've got a really cool, um, really cool. What am I saying? What are those? Like a fondue pot? Is that it? Is that what it's called? They have to go kits. Like you can order fondue from Melting Pot and make your own. Like you can just do it. It's already done. Now, my favorite way to make fondue, just to let you guys know, is it's a little bougie. It's a little bougie, but it's fine. It's not a steak dinner, so relax, okay? Is go to Whole Foods and get their fondue already made, like cheese from Switzerland. They sell it in packs. It's like ready to go. You saute some garlic, like not even saute. You put in like some chopped garlic at the bottom of your pot when it's all hot, you know, and you put in some white wine. You put in the cheese that's already mixed the way that they do it in Switzerland. You just open the little bag. You put some, like, what am I doing? This is nutmeg on top. Call it a day. You know what I mean? Like basically, it might have a little bit more than that, but I'm just saying it's really nice. So it's National Cheese Fondue Day. But Doug, if you want to do chocolate fondue, I am going to say yes. I have that much power. It's unbelievable. All right, what's everybody saying over here? Rebecca says we have just under 2 acres, mostly open. We have trees and a little creek on this side. Are you Laura Ingalls? Pittsburgh has a submarine, Grass Petal says. Yeah. Mindy says, how? That's so random. Also, good morning. He says we have 3 rivers. You have a submarine in a river? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? And Mindy says, Rebecca, you will love the chickens. They earn their keep. That's a good point, actually, now that I think about that. Oh, so is it like the USS Requin? Is it there like the USS Lexington or the Texas? Like it's something you can just go look at? Is that kind of the thing? Is that kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay. Also, Anna worked at Starbucks. She says, if you're going to get a puppuccino, make sure to have a pup with you. Otherwise, the workers get sad because they want to see your puppy dog. So there you go. Hey, well, Grass Pillow tells me all the details about this submarine situation, and I keep imagining life within cheese fondue. Let's play a game, shall we, you guys? We're kicking off this Monday with one of our favorites. It's the emoji game. Here's how it works. Go to backchannel.tv, talk to me there. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook. If you've got a device, you can talk to your device and say, Echo, say whatever. We are doing Guess the Movie with the emojis. So I will tell you what the emojis are. It's okay if you're just listening. It's totally fine. Not a big deal at all. But I would love if you would play along. And Anna will be keeping score. Anna, do we have a winner from last week, by the way? Did we choose a winner? We don't have a winner from last week yet. Okay, got it. Okay, so Anna says that it's a museum ship. I had to make sure I enunciated that P. Okay, Anna's gonna have to do some math from last week. That's okay. We love her anyway. She's beautiful. Inside and out. Doug says, hello to my cat, Sophie. She's here. Hi, Sophie. Hi, sweet. Okay, guys, here is our emoji. First game of the day. This is 6 emojis, 6 of them. You've got a lady with a little girl. You've got a bride. You've got an exclamation point with a question mark. And then you have a man with a little girl, man with a little girl, man with a little girl. So there's a woman with a little girl. There's a bride. There's an exclamation point with a question mark. And then 3 emojis of men with little girls. It's just kind of, I don't know what that means. Okay. This is really funny listening to me do this. No name. Hi guys. If you are no name and you want to change your name, or if you want me to know what your name is, you can tell your device, by the way. I don't know. So this is supposed to be a movie. If you have any guesses on what this is, Oh, Rebecca said she used to have chickens, but a fox got to them and they're trying again. She loves having the fresh eggs. Grasspole says the submarine in Pittsburgh, it's used as defense for all those invading Southerners with their sweet teas. I don't drink sweet tea. So there you go. All right. Grasspedal is guessing 3 men and a baby. That's interesting. That's your guess for that makes sense. Mindy says, yes, everything eats chickens. Our chicken population is always a moving target. Nathan says, father of the bride. Doug says, the wedding singer. I'm going to see if any of us have gotten it. Anna, has anybody guessed it yet? It's a musical? This is a musical? So I'm guessing none of us have gotten it. That's crazy. Okay, so it's a woman with a little girl, a bride, exclamation point, question mark, and then 3 men with 3 little girls. It's a musical? Doug says Sophia is guessing the wedding singer. Tell Sophia she's brilliant. Correct. No one has gotten it. You know what, Grasspuddle? I was singing the same thing. Mamma Mia, the number 2 one. Mamma Mia. That's the one I was thinking. That's so great. I was thinking the same thing. Nathan says Mamma Mia. Nat joined from Texas. Hello, good morning. Hi. Yeah, I'm going to guess Mamma Mia too. I don't know why. Let me ask you something. Graspel, why'd you say Mamma Mia again? Have we? Why are we saying again? Why is everyone saying again? Have we done this? Or are you just saying Mamma Mia again? Is that the name of this? Is that the name of the second film? I don't know what we're saying right now. You have to tell me. Anyway, I guess Mamma Mia. Anna will have to let us know. It is Mamma Mia. Yay. Perfect. But why did y'all say again? Oh, Doug said, I think they're just probably saying it twice. Well, that could be true. Yeah. Okay, here we go. 3 emojis, everybody. 3. There's a top hat. There's a circus tent. And there is a musical note. Mindy liked your last one, Anna. She thought that was nice. Grasspell says he has no idea what it says again. Coffee has not kicked in yet. I know. And I am rationing this 1 cup of coffee like you would not believe. If I start licking the bottom of it, no, just ignore it, everybody. Top hat, circus tent, music note. Which movie would this be? I'm guessing it's also a musical because of the music note. Top hat, circus tent, musical note. What film is this? Just based on the emojis. Go to backchannel.tv. Oh, Grasspedal saying Greatest Showman. That's his guess. Greatest Showman. Oh, I see. Anna says the second one from Mamma Mia was Here We Go Again. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Oh, you just watched Greatest Showman and you're not a fan, Anna? Is that what you're saying? That you're not a fan of? Because I think I'm the only person on the planet that doesn't like that movie. Jean, hi. Or Gian. Tell me how to say your name. It's beautiful, actually. I wish I was saying it correctly. So please correct me. Please let me know. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Greatest Showman either. Okay, Doug is saying Sound of Music. Sophie says the same thing, Sound of Music. Okay. I like Doug and Sophie. I think this is cute. You liked it, Grasspelling? You like Greatest Showman? Bouncy Emu, hello. Good morning. It was not my favorite. Jonah, hi. There's Jonah back from Colorado. Greatest Showman. Here's what's cool though. I just saw Hugh Jackman, not last night, the night before, in Music Man. And he was fantastic. His voice is not my favorite, but it's not awful. It's not awful. He does a lot of vibrato, which is not my favorite kind of voice. Yeah, include Sophie, of course, Doug. She is so welcome. Yeah. Anna's saying Barnum was a terrible human being. How was Sutton? Sutton, let me tell you something. Sutton Foster was, I want to talk about my New York trip a little bit. Sutton Foster, huge Broadway star. Anna and I are massive Broadway geeks. like ridiculous. And it was Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster. Now I've seen Sutton Foster years ago in Drowsy Showman, the Drowsy Chaperone. And I really liked her then. She's great for this part, but I also got to see Shoshana Bean, who is the person who took over Elphaba and Wicked from Indina Menzel. So when Indina Menzel came on the scene in Wicked, which she already was a name, but when she came and did Elphaba, and none of us had seen that before, she blew everyone's faces off. Like the way that she belted those songs, and those songs are so powerful, she was just insane. The person that came after her, Shoshana Bean, that was a big deal. I got to see Shoshana on Friday night, and her voice is one that I prefer. She has a traditional, Anna will know what this means. She has like a traditional Broadway voice. Sutton has a beautiful voice, but it's not that Broadway sound. Do you know what I mean, Anna? I love that sound. Yeah. So Anna wants you to know, Grass Pedal, that she loves Shrek the Musical. And she knows what I mean. I just saw Shrek the Musical for the first time. Not my favorite. I know a lot of people like it. I know they do. I know. Let's see. Nathan the Trader says The Greatest Showman is better than Into the Woods. He does not like Into the Woods. Yeah. Where do you rank Shrek? He hasn't seen Shrek. He hasn't seen it yet. YouTube, welcome. Nick, hi. You guys, welcome to the game. All right, Anna, we're ready. What is our next emoji clue? We are doing movies. So there are 3 emojis for this one. There's a kid, like a young guy. I would say like a teenager, like a boy teenager, a red car, and sunglasses. I know what my first guess is. Here's the interesting thing, Grass Pedal. Where I was staying this week, I was staying at the Marriott Marquis, and they have not had a musical in their theater since I've been there, since the pandemic. Like the Marquis Theater, which is there at the hotel. That's where I saw Drowsy Chaperone actually years ago. And Beetlejuice opened 3 nights ago, for the first time since the pandemic. They now have a show in their theater, and people were losing their minds. Like they were losing their minds. They said it is fantastic. And I would not have said that about Beetlejuice. I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. So I don't know. And I also got some good news about Mrs. Doubtfire. All right. Mindy is guessing that this is Baby Driver. You've got a young kid, you've got a car, and you've got glasses, like sunglasses. What movie is it? Mindy's guessing Baby Driver. And Grassfiddle says Shrek is on Netflix, so no excuses. I'll have to make a watch. There's my friend Steve. Hi, Steve. Steve is guessing Ghostbusters. Guys, if you go to backchannel.tv or if you speak to your Echo device, you can play along. Mindy says she's not confident. This is, but you know what? I kind of think Workable Caterpillar. That's a great name. Hi, Workable Caterpillar. Good morning. I'm thinking Risky Business, which I don't think has anything to do with these emojis at all. Doug says Baby Driver for me and Sophie. Nathan says Back to the Future. Steve says we have no idea what the game is, so we're going crazy with our answers. It's the emoji movie game, Steve. You've played this a million times, where you can look at the emojis, or I tell you what they are, and you guess what the film is. I don't know. Or what about like License to Drive? Anybody remember Corey Haim and Corey Feldman? God, they were so cool. They're like the coolest. It's way before Anna's time. Okay, let me see. She killed it. Sutton killed it as Millie in Thoroughly Modern Millie. No, she was perfect for Marion. And, this was Music Man. You don't need a Broadway voice for Music Man. You need a beautiful voice for Music Man. But when I go to Broadway, I want to hear Broadway. You know what I mean? I'm such a snob. Yeah, Anna. Oh, what are we saying? Wait, what? I'm reading. Oh yeah, Steve. My door to my studio is locked. Anna says, Steve, Liv needs a police assistance to go unlock her studio door. Read the line. The hint is when Moses was in Egypt, let my Cameron go. Oh, I know what this is. Yes, because you made me read it out loud. Ferris Bueller, right? Rebecca, totally. Yes. Nathan, yes. Ferris Bueller. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, for sure. That was a throwback, wasn't it? Yeah. It's a keypad door, grass pedal, and the keypad is dead. So I'm in my glass room. I can show you a little bit of my house. I live in this mid-century house in the forest. That's why it looks so creepy, like I'm in a Alfred Hitchcock film. Okay, Doug had guessed Baby Driver, and for him and Sophie, Steve bring a Slim Jim to the studio door. Yes, I'm back in town. Yes, come kick in the door, Steve. I flew in last night. So that was Ferris Bueller. Do you want to see my house a little bit, like from where I am? This is the glass room. This should have a battery backup. It's not happening. So this room is completely made of glass. Can y'all see? Well, I mean, it's not made of glass, but I mean, and that's the stone. I feel like I've shown y'all my house a little bit, but we live in a forest, and all the wood is redwood from California, and the rock is lava rock. Nathan was trying to move the fancy lamp to come and help. The lava rock is from, and that's copper right there. I can't do it. That's the living room, but, and it's just beautiful, like the glass up at the top and stuff like that. But yeah, so there you go, everybody. The redwood was milled here at the house. It's now in a national forest in California. You can't use this wood anymore, but at the time when the architect built it, you could. And same with the lava rock. He handpicked it all from a place in New Mexico, and now it's part of a national system as well. So you can't do that either. And copper was his trademark for his whatever, the architect. So I'm in the glass room today. Thank you, Mindy. It feels like it just is a retreat. It's so peaceful here, and the forest makes it peaceful. Okay, so here is another film. You guys, there's 6 emojis. Ready? 3 red balloons, which I don't think it actually matters that it's red. A house, an old man, and a little boy. 3 balloons, a house, an old man, and a little boy. I'm thinking I agree with Nathan that it's up, right? Rebecca says up as well. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what else it would be. I love whenever all these colors like just confuse me. Anna said Nathan's going to earn a mug today. He's totally doing so well. I love that you yelled at me, by the way, and you're like, read the line. So we know that it was Ferris Bueller. The second I read it out loud, because I kept reading it and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. And then you were right. The second I read it out loud, I was like, oh, there we go. That makes sense. For sure. Yeah. All right. Where are they going? Where were they going? Paradise Falls? Yes, I think so. Yeah. Steve says up versus it. That's hilarious. Has anyone been to Paradise Falls? I haven't. I feel like Mindy has. I feel like Mindy has a timeshare there. Yes, it is up, everybody. Good job. Anna, are you keeping track of everybody? Because I have not. Not that I usually do, but sometimes I try to help you, and today I'm not helpful at all. I'm so off my game. I have 1 cup of coffee, and you haven't been there? Okay, Mindy. I have 1 cup of coffee, and I'm in my classroom. So dumb. Hi, Nash. Good morning. Okay, here is another emoji game. Well, movie. We're playing the emoji game. It's a movie. 6 emojis. Are we ready? It's a girl. There's a heart. There's an old man. There's a tree. There's a moon and a wolf. Hi, Stacy. Good morning. Who are you giving the mug to, Nathan? Let's see. Okay, Anna says this is the last one. She is keeping track. Oh no, I deleted the pickup truck. So also at a pickup truck. So there's a girl, there's a heart, there's an old man, there's a pine tree, there's a moon, there's a wolf. I think it's a wolf. Is it a wolf? It could be a raccoon. I think it's a wolf. And a pickup truck? The first thing I thought of was Twilight. Nathan says Into the Woods. Oh. He just wrote it in all caps. He wrote Into the Woods. Do you love that I think that it's Twilight? If it is Into the Woods. Oh my God, if it's Into the Woods, that's hilarious. Stacy, good morning, Liv. I'm having Rice Krispies for breakfast today. You know what I've been craving, Stacy? But I don't ever see you eat this. I really want cornflakes. Does anybody ever get like a feeling for cornflakes? You know what I mean? Doug, Into the Woods for me and Sophie. Okay. Stacy, I mean, I also thought Nathan says Twilight now. Amanda Seyfried Wolf movie. I don't know what that is. What movie is that? Steve said Twilight, LOL. Nathan says the truck changes it. Yeah. And Lana had Captain Crunch. That's because you're a good dad and you let her have cool cereal. I wasn't allowed that. But with the whole, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe Twilight. I don't know. Is the old guy supposed to be your dad? I'm not sure. It is? It's Twilight? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Also, Anna, scratch it out and put Into the Woods. Because it totally could be. It totally could be. Like those emojis absolutely could also be Into the Woods. That is hilarious. Oh, it's because Edward was over 100 years old. That's really funny. Oh my God, that is so funny. Yeah, that's kind of gross because she looks 9. We do not promote that at all. You guys. Oh, the sun's coming out a little bit. Can you guys? I'm trying to not get the glare from the glass. Okay, happy Monday, everybody. We are doing so great. We're already like a quarter of the way through, which is fantastic. You're off to your week. Here's what's so great. Grass Puddle, is there an old man in Twilight? She's right. Edward was like 200 years old. I mean, he was like super old. He was super old. Mindy said that was sneaky, Anna. And Nathan said Team Jacob. Is that really who you would choose as Team Jacob? Wait a second. Let's have that conversation real fast before we move on. Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob for Twilight? This, Mindy said, give us a vampire emoji. I am so Team Edward. I am not Team Jacob. I mean, it was cool when they had their moment and all, but Anna says there was a vampire emoji, but that would have been too on the nose. Nathan wishes Taylor Lautner was in. Not reading it. I'm not reading that, Anna. That should have had some stars next to it. Yeah, Bella does stink and deserves no win. That is true. She's like Katniss. It's like the same thing. It's like, you got to be kidding. Stacey, you're not a fan of Twilight. So I'll tell you this. My son is 19. Oh, good. Minnie's Team Edward. Yes. Hi, Sarah. Good morning out in Ohio. Hello. God, everybody's on their Echo shows. This is great. You guys, you can talk to your device. You can say Echo, say hi, Liv, and it'll type it for you. So do that. And all the no names, you can tell me your name if you want to. Yeah, Team Edward all the way. Thank you, Mindy. Nathan says he likes Team Jacob because he thinks he's the only one that cares about her. Not true. Including her. That's true. Steve says Team Stake them all. Nathan says I am Team Legal Relationships. That's hilarious. Yeah. No, I'm so Team Edward. But wait, what is Anna? I gotta see what Anna is. There's a really weird fan base around Bella's dad now. That's disgusting. Stop it. What? That is gross. Yeah. What are you, Anna? Are you team who? Sarah, hi. I'm so glad you're here. Really am. I'm so glad all of y'all are here. So once Jacob falls in love with Edward and Bella's kid, you're no longer Team Jacob because that's not legal at all, right? No, Nathan does not like the whole imprinting thing. That really bothers him, as it should. Mindy thinks that's fine. That's weird. It gets weird at the end. It definitely does. And Grassful says Team Shrek. All right. Anyway, fine. I am Team Edward. Now everyone knows. And Anna says Team No One. I could never decide. All right, fine. I'm a big romantic though, so that's probably why. You guys, let's go over some news in case you missed it. A lot happened this weekend, as always. I mean, I know I talked to you guys on Friday and then I don't see you till Monday, and I feel like there's so much that happens in between. A lot happened in my life in between, and I don't know if I get a chance to share all the things I did in New York City, all the people and the places and the things and the food and all the stuff. But let's read what's going on right now. Russia warns of direct military confrontation with U.S. as Ukraine forces retreat. Ukrainian forces are pushing back Russian troops so successfully that the invaders have been forced to regroup, refit, and refocus, White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Sunday. Quote, they have retreated. They have pulled back from substantial territory in northern and northeastern Ukraine, Sullivan said. He credited the Ukraine military and the flow of equipment to the United States and its allies have been sending the besieged country. Russian ambassador to the U.S., Anatoly Antonov, however, earlier told Newsweek, the West is provoking Russia. Quote, we warn that such actions are dangerous, the envoy said. They can lead the U.S. and Russian Federation onto the path of direct military confrontations. I tell you what, it's there's a lot going on. When I think I told y'all this, when I was in New York, I saw Sean Penn was on Fox News, which is crazy because he is not a fan and they're not a fan of his. I think I already told y'all this. And he had been to the border of Ukraine or in Ukraine. And I met up with a friend of mine who was in Ukraine helping. So Katie says, let's hope it doesn't come to that. I know, Katie. It's just, I feel like we all just have to hold our breath. This is a devastating story. I'm sure y'all all have woke up to the news, the terrible, terrible news about the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins hit and killed by a dump truck in Florida. This is just devastating. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Dwayne Haskins died Saturday after he was hit by a dump truck near Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Haskins, who would have turned 25 on May 3rd, so only 24 years old, was trying to cross an interstate on foot when he was struck, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. He was pronounced dead at the scene. A month ago, Haskins re-signed to the Steelers, where he had aspirations to become the starting quarterback before his life was tragically cut short. Haskins was in Florida training with the other Steelers, skill position players, including quarterback Mitch Trubisky. Sorry if I said that wrong. Running back Najee Harris, again, so sorry, and tight end Pat Freiermuth. I stink. I need to learn how to say people's names for sure. I absolutely, for sure. Urban Meyer was quoted saying, a beautiful kid, heartbroken over death of former Buckeye. And I know I've been waiting to ask Anna about this because he went to the Ohio State. He was a Buckeye. I know that. And Anna lives in Ohio. Anyway, it's just tragic. It's just absolutely heartbreaking. All I just keep thinking of his family, his parents, the team. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine what that is like to be there. It's very sad. And here's the other thing that's so sad about this is that you're now going to have everyone's opinion about why he was out on the interstate, what he was doing, all this kind of stuff. People are going to come out and they're going to say all sorts of things. And at the end of the day, you've got a 24-year-old incredible man who is dead because he got hit by a car. Also, I keep thinking about the man that was driving the car, the dump truck. You know what I mean? So I know the world is going to say their opinions and say all sorts of stuff. No matter what we find out about this situation, it's still absolutely tragic. That does not change anything. So prayers for him and his family and the person who hit him. It's just very sad. Yeah, Stacey, there's anything positive that can come out of this. I agree with you, friend. I totally agree with you. JetBlue, Spirit cancel hundreds of flights amid staffing issues and bad weather. JetBlue Airways and Spirit Airlines have canceled hundreds of flights due to staffing issues and bad weather in Florida. So that happened over the weekend. I think we kind of talked about it a little bit. The two airlines have canceled a combined 254 Sunday flights. So this just happened yesterday after axing more than 300 flights on Saturday, according to flight tracker FlightAware, which that's an app. If you guys don't have FlightAware, get it. It's a great one. That's more than half of the U.S. flight cancellations each day. The flight woes come to the airlines as they begin a merger. They're beginning merger talks. We talked about that last week, following JetBlue's surprise bid for the budget airline on Tuesday. Spirit said it would entertain JetBlue's offer while not abandoning its early deal to merge with fellow budget airline Frontier. The Trebles have spring break travelers scrambling to find new flights, in many cases the next day or later, because weekend flights are packed, driving to their destination or canceling their trips. Ooh. Stacey, I'm in my home. I'm in my home today, but I'm in a glass room in my house, which I know is kind of weird, but I live in a forest. I live in 2.5 acres of forest, and we're having a really bad storm. So it's very dark and creepy. I can't get in my studio. Yeah, so that's really tough, you guys. I was flying yesterday, and I mean, the shortage of staffing is a massive problem for sure. All right, what else, Anna? What else would you like me to read? Scotty Scheffler cruises to first major title with Masters win. Is that how I say his name? Scotty found the perfect compliment for his world number one ranking, a green jacket. He won the Masters by 3 strokes on Sunday, a spectacular chip shot on number 3, giving him all the breathing room he needed to hold off first Cam Smith and then Rory McIlroy. Scheffler shot 71 in the final round, finishing at 10 under 278 for the tournament. McIlroy was second, his best ever finish at Augusta National. So that's really exciting. I tell you what, I used to watch the Masters every single year with my dad, and I didn't get to see them this year. So congratulations to him for winning and that beautiful green jacket. Very fascinating. No, we don't want to read that. Okay, yes, this is big news. This is big news. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are engaged. Again, if you don't remember, they were engaged years ago. But Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are engaged to be married again. Lopez shared a video to her fan newsletter on Friday announcing the big news. Affleck proposed with a ring featuring 2 smaller diamonds on either side of a large green diamond in the middle, a different shade from the pink diamond with which he proposed to the first time in 2002. Lopez and Affleck's appearance at the Marry Me premiere in February seemingly hinted that the actress was in a bridal headspace. Once again, the two appeared to confirm their relationship on social media in July when Lopez posted a photo of her kissing Affleck while celebrating her 52nd birthday. She looks phenomenal, by the way. You know who else got engaged? I don't know if you saw this, but there they are, breathtaking. She looks breathtaking. Like Jennifer Lopez. What? Talk about glow up. I mean, like, put a picture next to when she was a fly girl and now, and it's like, forget it. Also, Ben Affleck must high five himself every single day. For sure. But hey, it's kind of interesting, right? You want me to read this? Baby, oh wait, let me tell you the other couple that just got engaged. Avril Lavigne is engaged again, and this will be her 3rd marriage. The ring is a heart diamond, like a pink heart stone, and I don't remember his name, but their story is really cute. Actually, it's a really cute story. But she's been married to a guy in Nickelback, right? And Blink 182, is that right? I think. Anyway, all right. Baby formula shortage continues. Nearly 30% of popular brands are sold out. Store ration sales. Less than 2 months after a baby formula recall, Retailers are reporting shortages, with some stores rationing sales. Nearly 30% of popular baby formula brands may be sold out. So this is a big deal. Retailers across the U.S., according to analysis by Data Assembly, in mid-February, select batches of Similac, Alimentum, and Elecare formulas manufactured in Sturgis, Michigan, were recalled. The Food and Drug Administration said 2 weeks ago that the formula maker failed to maintain sanitary conditions and procedures at that plant. Minnesota, Connecticut, and Texas were among the states hit worse with the baby formula supply shortage. Nearly 75% of infants get formula by the 6-month mark, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. So there is, Anna, can you click on, I don't know if it'll be a bad idea, but the 5 things you could do to feed your baby during a shortage. I think this is kind of really interesting. I don't know if it'll let you, because I know sometimes when we click things, it's not a positive thing. But I think it's good to tell people, like, so what do you do? Or if you have a friend that has a baby and they rely on baby formula, here's 5 things you could do to feed your baby during a formula shortage. And I think this is helpful, right? Because we don't like to just say things. We like to have solutions. Weather, hi. Good morning, first time listener. The reason for the baby formula shortage is unclear. Apparently, chains like Walmart, CVS are out of it. But here, number 1, shop beyond the grocery store. I do have a friend who ships in her formula from Germany. She doesn't get the normal kind, but that does take time for it to ship. But that is what she does. So shop beyond the grocery store. Keep going in it. Yes. Goodbye, Nathan. Off to work. Okay, so a bare grocery store shelf may cause a sense of panic, but know that your grocery store is not the only place that you can buy or find infant formula. You can find at drug stores, convenience stores, pharmacies, baby specialty stores. So manufacturer websites have information on where you can find stock. If all else fails, you can order infant formula directly from the manufacturer. And they usually have a full stock and discounts. Number 2, ask your pediatrician for assistance. I think that's a really good idea. I don't know if they're going to say hospitals as well, but your pediatrician should be able to triage and troubleshoot and help you out during a crisis with formula. If your baby requires a specialized formula, your pediatrician can call it in as a medical request. So that's good. And they have a lot of samples usually. Number 3, try a new formula brand. As new moms know, there's a lot of brand and they have a lot of brand loyalty when it comes to baby formula, but changing baby formulas absolutely can be scary, but it can help when you're trying to alleviate like a shortage situation. So make sure to talk to your pediatrician about that and about transitioning, and babies have a very delicate digestive system. So, people think that they have to stick to it. Number 4, start your baby on solid foods. If you can. Obviously, if your baby's too young, do not. My degree's in human development, family studies. So child development is part of what I know. And yeah, you don't want to introduce anything that's too soon. So that would be my only caution to that, is that you've got to make sure, and I'm sure they say it in the article. Well, I would hope so. You should continue feeding your baby formula until your baby turns 1. But if your child is over 6 months, you can start supplement with solids for sure. So the CDC recommends that you introduce 1 solid at a time. For food intolerance and allergies, a good place to start is fortified cereal. So that great Gerber rice baby cereal, mashed bananas, avocado, well-cooked or pureed meat, poultry, and beans. Those are good places to start. But yeah, you got to make sure that your baby's old enough. And number 5, give breast milk a try. Now, this is also something a lot of women can't breastfeed, and there's no shame in that. None at all. But there are milk banks. And there's also a whole market out there. There's Facebook groups. I have a friend that she can't breastfeed her children, and she gets breast milk from Facebook markets. Like, some of them sell it to her, some of them just give it to her. So if you can't get formula, breast milk is another place that you can go to help supplement until you can get formula again, I guess. But anyway, so breast milk sharing, even between friends and community members, is not recommended for health and safety reasons. I've got to say that. So it's best to consult a regulated breast milk bank. But I'm just being honest and real with you. Your adults, the people are adults, they can make their decisions. To find a milk bank, you can go to Human Milk Banking Association of America for a location. Also, if you produce a lot of milk, you can donate, which is something that you can do. You can also get paid sometimes. It depends. So those are some really great tips on what to do and how to help your friends if they have little ones and they are being affected by this formula shortage, because sometimes it gets a little overwhelming when something's happening and you need it and you can't think, what do I do, like where else do I go? Whether hello, first time listening out wherever you are. I'm so glad you're here. Stacy says my sister Heather has to help me with my baby. Oh, good. Fantastic. Yeah. So Sarah, hi. First time listener. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah. Katie said this was an unexpected shortage. That's always really difficult. And that's just the way that it goes, you guys. So anyway, let's see what Anna says. And it commented on Avril Lavigne that it's her third marriage. No idea. Yeah, the baby formula thing is very sad, Anna, for sure. But I want you to, maybe find, if you can, information on Avril, and who she's marrying. I think it's interesting. I mean, she seems really happy, and he seems to be really into her, which is really cute. Stacey, when you don't have breast milk available, your mom and you can feed the baby something else. That's great. No, it's good. It's like a real thing, you guys, for sure. Absolutely. So we're coming up on the end of the hour. We have one more hour together today. This show is from 8 to 10. And just to give you a little recap of what happens on Backchannel, you guys, this is the only place where you can listen and watch and chat live for 12 hours every day, Monday through Friday at least, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. The day starts with Haley and Allison from 6 to 8. This show, Live Every Day, is from 8 to 10, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. I'm only here for 1 hour. I'm here from 8 to 9. And then from 9 to 10 is Kate and Will. From 10 to 12 is the great Get On Up with Jam and Renee. And then we've got 12 to 2 with the Anthony Davis Show, 2 to 4 with your pal Hal, 4 to 6 with Mario Smith with The Drive. So you can hop on backchannel.tv, and there is also where you can leave a review. All those reviews go to Amazon because this is part of the Amazon system. This is, a new technology, and they know we exist and they're watching all that kind of stuff. So your reviews matter, and they want to know what you think. As we all know, Grass Pedal absolutely loves and adores Hal. Hal is his favorite. Hal is the darling of the network. Let's be honest, right? I mean, come on. The rest of us are just eye candy. No, that's not true. No, but he is. He is very beloved, which is great, as he should be. Everybody should be beloved. Everybody's really great doing what they do. So go leave them reviews, guys, because it matters. And hop on backchannel.tv and talk to us because we're here. So as we go into the next hour, it's about to turn 8 o'clock here in Houston, Texas. As you can tell, the storm is over. It's super wet outside, but it's going to be 9 o'clock on the East Coast. It's kind of weird to be back in Central Time Zone because being on the East Coast, it was so much easier for the show. But I'm glad that I'm done earlier. You know what I mean? It's hard to be done with your day at 10 o'clock, whereas now I'll be done at 9. Yes, Stacy, you've left a review on the Amazon app. That was very sweet. Thank you so much. Hi, Lisa. Good morning, friend. Mindy says, I think I've never listened to Hal. Well, try him out. Your bestie, Grass Pedal, loves him. So you can always try out and see what you think. Now, today, move east. We'd love to have you. Thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. Well, you'd think I live there. I will be back on the East Coast. I fly out on Sunday, actually, for Florida. And then I'm going to San Francisco. And then when I get back, I fly back to the Northeast, back to, I have a big gala that I'm doing. So there you go. I basically live on the East Coast at this point, and it's kind of fun. I do have to say this, you guys. Yesterday was the roughest landing I've ever had on a plane. There was about a hot second that I thought, we might not make it. Like, I'm serious. And I was calm about it. I was like, it's fine. whatever. But I'm not kidding. Like it was, and I was in a 767, and that's a big plane, and they could not land it. And when they did, it was like rough. And then they couldn't stop the plane. That was the part. That was the part where I started getting like a little nervous when I was like, oh my gosh, like it's gonna like whatever. Oh, Sarah, are you coming to Ohio? Yeah, I should be coming to Ohio. Actually, not too long, probably in May. Anna and I have talked about it, and I'm thinking I'll probably come in May. Yeah, I thought about you, Grass Puddle. There was a lot of turbulent weather for sure, but this landing, I'm serious. I hope they have parachutes on the back. Like, I don't know how they're gonna stop the plane. They couldn't. Have you ever had that, Grass Puddle, where they like couldn't get the plane to stop? I was like, huh? Like, what are we doing? What? We're still going. I think he actually even went off to an offshoot like landing strip. I think they're, like how the truckers have that on mountains, where if the truck is getting away, they have to go up to like the mountain. They have like this little place, like beep, like they go up a thing and it like chills out the truck. That's what felt like that's what happened yesterday. I'm not sure if that's true. Yeah, Mindy says spring storms. Tuesday looks bad here. Yeah, Texas is about to have some really rough weather for sure. Like, but this is when it gets really kind of amped up. April and May is hard for us, with the crazy weather. Not a great time to fly. So I'll be leaving on Sunday. Emergency brake ramps for trucks on highways. Exactly. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, and I never knew what those were for a really long time, and then I understood. Oh, that's so that they can chill because they can't stop. They can't stop the truck. It felt like that yesterday. Like it really did. It really felt like this isn't going to stop. And I didn't know, like I thought the thing that kept giving me peace, because it was taking a long time, I was like, maybe it'll blow up. Like I was like, maybe it'll just be really fast. It'll just snap into, I was close-ish to an engine. I was like, let's go for that. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I was like, just like, okay. I mean, what am I going to do? I can't do anything. We're on the ground, but it still wasn't over. It was like we got there and it just kept going. Anyway, all right, you guys. Yeah, it was a wind advisory for sure. And when we were landing in Houston, they were having gusts of winds that were really bad. But that was even the worst part. Like I said, it was like the touchdown and the stopping. Mindy, Denver was her worst landing ever. Afternoon storms every day in the mountains. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. Flying is not for the weak. You definitely have to be prepared for whatever happens and understand that it is what it is. Now, I could not have said that years ago at all. I didn't fly for 15 years. I had a vicious fear of flying, huge, beyond. And then I was heavily medicated every time I would fly. And then I was heavily alcoholed every time I would fly. And now it's Tuesday. It's really incredible, actually. My life is so, like, it's changed dramatically. And I never thought I'd get there. I never thought I would be able to just hop on a plane, and just not even think about it. Yes, you're right, Stacey. If you have epilepsy, you cannot fly for sure. Okay, guys. So starting off with make it work. I have a friend who is very much against bucket list, thinks they're dumb, like thinks it's just really stupid. Here's where I like a bucket list. I'm going to see if you guys remember this, and I don't know if you do, because this is definitely one of those things where if you saw it, you were into it. If you didn't, it's not going to be much. Okay, do you remember when on the internet the ALS challenge happened, where people would start pouring ice buckets of ice water on their heads to raise money for ALS? Does anybody remember that time period on the internet? I feel like there's like these different shelf lives of things that happen out in the world. Lisa, is that friend Taylor? No, it's not. Actually, I haven't talked to Taylor, Lisa, in so long. He was really sick, like crazy sick. I know we were supposed to film 4 shows 2 weeks ago, and he had to cancel. Taylor doesn't cancel work like ever. But yeah, so you remember that when people would do the thing, Oh, bye, Stacey. Have a great day. So around the same time, or I would say maybe prior to that, there was a huge movement about a little girl. I don't know if y'all remember this, and I wish I knew her name, and I'm gonna really mess this up. But she was a little girl. She was so precious. She was like, golly, she wasn't, I don't think she was a year old yet, and her parents were beautiful, and it was their first child. I should probably really look this up before I do this big of a story. But anyway, I'm gonna continue. Um, she was diagnosed with a fatal disease, and they said she had weeks. And it was really cute because the parents were very young, like early 20s, first child, newly married-ish, you know what I mean? Like whatever. And so they decided to make a bucket list with her. It's so emotional. And she wasn't even a year old. So it's not like, okay, it's not like she would know, right? Of course. But they captured the hearts of the nation because it was beautiful how they made a list of things. Oh, I have goosebumps that they would have wanted to do with their daughter if she was going to live. And so they didn't let her age stop them, and they didn't let their place in life stop them. They allowed the world to carry them through this. People started campaigns, and it was so beautiful to see how people came together, granting wishes that they had to do with her, and financially, paying for it, taking care of those things, or coming up with really out of the box kind of things. That to me was an incredible way to experience a bucket list. It was just beautiful to watch this very young family do something when they could do nothing. That's what was also so inspiring about it, that they were able to, in a situation that they had no control, they were able to form some type of control and form some beautiful memories, and just such examples around suffering and what that looks like, and how to embrace it, and how to, we're not going to escape it. You're not going to escape suffering. And not that they weren't devastated, they were beyond devastated. Like, I mean, they were very open about all of it. And of course, when the little girl died, it was just awful. And I think she got to her whole list, or that her parents made for her. They had a website. It was really beautiful. And it actually inspired me. It inspired me to do the same thing, which maybe one day I'll share about that. Probably not right now, but it inspired me to do a similar type of bucket list for something I was going through. So in that sense, I get it. Like, I think that's kind of a beautiful concept. Like, if you're trying to capture something that maybe you won't be able to. But some people make bucket lists. I mean, usually it's connected to something, I guess, like whatever negative or suffering. But I wanted to ask everybody, some people do it just because it's like a future thought. Like, when I have enough money, or when I get that job or whatever, I'm going to do these things on this list, or whatever that looks like. So I wanted to pitch it out here to everybody. Do you have a bucket list? Do you subscribe to that thinkology? Is it something that, you know, influences you or encourages you? Or do you think it's really stupid? I don't know. It's a safe space. You can say what you want. I want you to go to backchannel.tv. I want to hear, what do you think about bucket lists? Do you believe in them? Do you like them? Do you have one? Do people do that anymore? And what's on it? Like, what are some things you're trying to check off? I know a lot of people will do this, especially they'll do like a summer bucket list, like especially with their kids. They'll come up with all this stuff like, let's go camping outside, let's eat s'mores on a Tuesday. Like, they'll make these things. I did have a really cute, there were some teens I was working with years ago, and they had a really cute list. And it was before they all parted for college, and it was really precious. There was like 6 of them, and they put together all this stuff that they wanted to do together before they all went to really far away schools from each other. And they've been best friends since like 3rd grade. So they put together this really cool like summer bucket list before college. I also thought that was really cool. And it was with people, you know what I mean? Like, it was with a group. So anyway, nobody's writing me. I'm guessing nobody has a bucket list situation. I haven't checked on Anna to see if she's probably been talking to me forever. Zaylin Mars around 215. Is that what you're asking? Was that her name? Zaylin Mars? She had spinal muscular atrophy. Maybe so. Do you have a photo of the family? I would probably remember them way more than her name for whatever reason. But yeah, 2015 sounds right around there. Like it sounds similar to when I feel like it's before then. Because the influence for me would have happened before 2014, unless I thought of it on my own, but I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I want to say, I mean, I'm giving credit to this. I have no idea. Oh my gosh. His name is Maud's son. The guy marrying Avril Lavigne, everybody, is Maud's son, in case anybody cares. Anyway, so a lot going on. Rebecca says, I think everyone has one in the back of their mind of things they want to do, whether or not they've written it down. I think the act of writing it makes it more concrete. Yeah, I think it definitely puts you up to the plate, right? Of like, if I write this down and it's never accomplished. Mindy says, I don't have a bucket list. I do have a vision board, goals, longings for national park adventures. Yeah, no, and I get that. And I don't know, like if you were diagnosed, hat tip to live from my vision board. I'm so glad, friend. I think that's so great. It really, let me ask you this, Mindy. We're a little deep into the year. We're not crazy deep, but has it helped your year? Like, has it helped you? Has anything come of it on the vision board? Does that make sense? Like having it in front of you and seeing things, does that help at all? Or not so much, and you're still waiting for it. I think the thing also with the bucket list is I could definitely see if something is coming to an end or a close to want to, like Rebecca's saying, actually write it down, and keep to it. Because I think when you write something, it definitely gives it life and you can't just walk away from it. But since we're not really talking about it, the thing is that for the mindful moment for here on Monday, which we like to do, they're saying, forget it. They're saying, don't do bucket lists. Like this is what Harvard's saying. So my friend who hates them is, I guess, right on. Forget bucket lists. The formula for satisfaction is actually the opposite, says a Harvard professor. Mindy said, absolutely. Grease tickets are purchased. I went into that metalworking class where I had to fire my drunk teacher. It's been great. Good. And you changed your hours at work. Friend, this is amazing. I love that. I think I really think we don't understand the power of moving our thoughts into written word. When we move our thought into word, that's our power. You know what I mean? Because our thoughts are so powerful and they dictate so much of what we believe about ourselves, about the world around us. So when we give them life and actually write them down, that is the power. You know what I mean? You're taking it from here to here. You make it tangible. And I think it does. I think it ups the game. Really and truly. That's not a profound thought. That's called what everybody tells you. Okay. Social scientist Arthur Brooks' theory of reverse bucket list is a powerful way to remove too many wants and enjoy our existing haves. So let's talk about it. Let's see. Yeah, Mindy, I think therefore I am, for sure. Through the world of Simon Sinek, I recently stumbled across the incomparable Arthur Brooks. He's a bit of a Renaissance man. He's a scientist. This is somebody's perspective, by the way, who wrote this. Scientist, musician, former think tank CEO, Harvard professor. He's one of the most articulate people that this person has ever met. So he hosted a Sinek's a podcast episode, A Bit of Optimism, and he shared something revolutionary, really. We should all dump our obsession with bucket lists. Reverse bucket lists are where it's at. Here's the idea in a nutshell. So I'd like to get your feedback on this, everybody. Tell me what you think. Bucket lists are filled with wants and dreams. When we get what we want or achieve our dreams, it's a nice feeling, says Brooks, at least for a while. Then we need something else. Interesting. It all comes back to the satisfaction formula. Satisfaction equals getting what you want. But you never really stop wanting things. And so, well, are you ever really satisfied? Brooks has spent a great deal of time putting together this formula. as human behaviors enable it. He's uncovered the missing piece. The formula should actually look like this: satisfaction equals what you have slash what you want. So that's the new formula. Satisfaction equals what you have slash what you want. While we can, to some extent, increase our haves, our real control lies in our wants. If we whittle down the wants, our satisfaction increases. In other words, if we create reverse bucket lists, list of wants to do away with, we'll find ourselves closer to satisfaction in the present. Grasshopper, you must have missed that when when Mindy was sharing about her metalworking class with the drunk teacher. It sounded like a very interesting experience. Listen, if and when I get Mindy on the show, we are absolutely going to talk about that. We are going to do a deep dive. So, the person who's writing said that they tried to do a reverse bucket list, right? It reaffirmed a lot of their wants. When they decided to create a parallel list to help reframe each one on a separate list, they reconceived each one as something I could give instead of get. Why? Because giving is a way to boost your mental and physical health, taking you out of your own world of wants and elevating the life of another. I feel like taking a picture of that. Yeah, giving is beyond yourself. For example, if you say you want a bigger office, but the price tag would require you to hold off on the rollout of new employee benefits or raises, ask yourself, do I need a new office? Or is it merely a want? Reverse bucket list. And if it's a want, how can I turn it instead of into money and supplies or support for my team? That's a giving list. So it's really beautiful. Like the concept, the article's in the Atlantic. It was posted in February. About Brooks and what he says about this whole thing. But it is a great concept to take. We can get really bogged down by this never happens. I want this to happen. I'm waiting for this to happen. Whatever, wants. And it's just it's so egocentric. It's so I-centered, where if you can look at it and say, all right, fine, this doesn't happen. What can I do instead? And how can I bless someone else around this? How can I help someone else? And that the act of bringing things outside of yourself is healing and is powerful, like, because it's no longer just about you. And when you have a purpose beyond you, I think it really is something that creates a space where you can grow, like in ways that you didn't think that you could. So I mean, I'm totally for this. I'm also for dreams and wanting to achieve certain things. I think you've got to call it and name it and work towards it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. But is there a fantastic pause of recognizing how great and fantastic and wonderful and inspiring and blessed your life already is, or what those pieces are? Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why Oprah went crazy back in the 90s when she started that whole gratitude journal thing and people just lost their minds. I mean, it's true. Whatever you keep in front of you is going to stay in front of you. So if you're always miserable, if you always have a want, if you have a bucket list of things that you'll never do or whatever, it's going to get depressing for sure. But I think exactly what we say a lot on this show, it's a both and instead of an either or. So just weave them together. Be thrilled with how your life is and work on the things that you can, like, to improve it as well. But in the meantime, if you could bless someone else instead through your wants, that could be a game changer for sure. I would have to say so. So if you have anything you want to share, go to backchannel.tv, talk to your device, share with me what you think about that. What do you think about that? I love that Grass Pedal's like, when Mondays with Mindy, make it happen. I'm trying, Grass Pedal, thinking Thursdays with Mindy. I know. I just want to like send her a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I want to say hi to Kathy out in California. Good morning. Good morning, No Name. Shiny Cuckoo. Hi. Love that. And Moving Pheasant. I think it's fantastic that you guys are all here. Hi. Come and be a part of the conversation. Mindy says Grass Pedal as the producer. Anna, you just got kicked out, man. They just didn't even think twice about it. Yes. Yeah, Anna said, wow, I just got fired. All right, you guys, let's play a game. It's one of our favorites around here, except because it's Monday, Anna does not give us any help. It's just trivia, general trivia, and no choices. So it's just to get our brains going for the week. This is a big week. We haven't even talked about what's happening this week, but we will. There's 6 questions. If you are on an Echo Show device, you can talk to your device. You say, Echo, say, and you can say whatever's next. Say is your magic word. If you are listening, great. You can go to backchannel.tv and type there on the chat that's provided for you. Mindy said, Grass Puddle is thinking up new bits for the show. Anna is not fired. She's just getting helpers. That's fantastic. Okay. Also, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you can join me there. So question number 1 out of 6, where is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame located? This would be the American one. In case there's one that is, I don't know, in Brazil. This is the American. Where's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame located? Does anybody know? Has anybody been there? Tell me if you've been there. I want to know. Funny enough, I was actually wearing my shirt from there last week. Yep, I was. Lisa's saying Cleveland, Ohio. Rebecca is saying Ohio. Lisa says Cleveland rocks. So I had like an Army shirt on last week. I don't know if you guys remember. And that was from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's really a cool shirt. I love it. You know, when you go into the guest shops or whatever, gift shops, that's it. Grass Puddle is saying Cleveland. Sheila's saying Cleveland. I'm going to say Cleveland, Ohio. Mindy says Cleveland. Watch it be Detroit. No, I'm kidding. It's not. It is 100%. Anna's an Ohio gal. She's a Buckeye gal. Also, why Cleveland? What did Cleveland do to earn this? I think that's a really excellent question. Does anybody know why? Why is it in Cleveland? I'm serious. Like, why is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland? No? All right. Oh, my 1 cup of coffee, you guys. Everyone, semi-caffeine vibes. All right. Number 2. How many NBA teams are there today? Ooh, good question. NBA, it's basketball. Even I know that. How many NBA teams are there today? Yeah. Mindy said, that's a nice bit of city planning. Oh, Grass Puddle says there's a pretty good reason, but I forget it. Lisa says far too many for the basketball teams. Not a basketball fan, Lisa? That's hilarious. Optimal Chicken, hello. Welcome. How many NBA teams are there today? We're playing trivia. Rebecca is guessing 30. Anybody want to guess how many NBA teams are there today? Like today, 2022, how many are there? I have no idea. I knew at one point when the Rockets were really I was so into the Rockets for a long time. Not that I'm not. Well, no, I'm not like I used to be. Mindy says 64. Lisa says the squeaking sneakers drive me crazy. That's interesting. I don't hate you for that reason. Well, I don't hate you at all. I don't hate that reason. Is that a better way of saying that? Grasspool says 32. My thought was 34, but I just made that up in my head. What do I know? Anna will let us know. How many? Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, she found the answer to Cleveland. 30. There's 30. Way to go, Rebecca. There's 30. That's incredible. And she is keeping score. Alexi, hi. Good morning. Okay. In Cleveland, Agora Theater owner Hank LeConte and all of his friends separately envisioned a museum to honor the city's role in popularizing rock music, especially local disc jockey Alan Freed's coining of the term rock and roll, and hosting the first rock concert, the Moondog Coronation Ball in 1952. Huh. Well, there you go. That makes sense. That's why the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland. Nobody knows that. including Cleveland. Yeah, so there's 30 NBA teams, you guys. That's how many we have today. Good to know. Good luck to all of them. And by that, I mean the Rockets. All right. Number 3. From what country did the U.S. purchase Alaska in the early 18th century? From what country did the U.S. purchase Alaska in the early 18th century? This is a good mix today, Anna. This is a good mix of like all sorts of things. Got a little like history, geography, sports. I appreciate it. From what country did the U.S. purchase Alaska in the early 18th century? You guys go to backchannel.tv. You can just throw up anything that you guess. I'll take it. Lisa is guessing Russia. Grass Puddle says he knew that about Cleveland. Mindy says Texas is weird. Why do we have so many basketball teams and some states have none? It's sad. It's true. I know. Mindy said, wow, maybe I'm way off. Some states have 3. Are there states without one? Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird, isn't it? It is weird about basketball. Opposite Duck. Hi, first time listener. Welcome. So glad you're here. We're playing trivia. If you want to go to backchannel.tv, you can give an answer. The question is, from what country did the U.S. purchase Alaska in the early 18th century? So far, the only answer that anyone has given is Lisa has guessed Russia. What's funny is that I just looked over at the back channel feed and I saw Sheila's answer of Cleveland, Ohio, and I almost said that as the answer. I was like, that's not a country. Also, she wasn't answering for this one. Rebecca says Russia. The country is Russia that the U.S. purchased Alaska. Mindy says Canada. I want it to be like Japan or something. I want it to be like something so out there that like none of us know. You know what I mean? That it's like this shocking, I don't know. Like, we could have never imagined it kind of a thing. All right. So those are our answers. Anna, we've got Canada, Russia. I'm going to say Japan just because why not? Wait, what country did the U.S. purchase Alaska from in the early 18th century? They purchased it from Alaska? Anna. Are you serious? Wait, what's the answer? Is that the wrong answer? What's the answer? Is that the right answer? Wait, I can't tell because you wrote. But is Russia the answer? I can't tell with what you're writing. Russia is correct. Okay, not Alaska. Okay, sorry. I was like, because you kept putting LOL. I thought you were laughing at us for saying Russia. I see. Sorry, everybody. So it was Russia. It was Russia. Russia is the country. Oh, and Mindy, 29 states do not have NBA teams. That's a lot of states. So Russia, we bought it from Russia. Okay, got it. Thank you. Number 4, how many of the 7 ancient wonders are located in modern day Egypt? Here's a question. I feel like when I was growing up, there was always like, this is a wonder of the world. This is an ancient wonder of the world. This is a modern wonder of the world. Like it got to be ridiculous. Like I was like, I don't know what's a wonder of a world and what isn't. So I guess this is the official list. How many of the official 7 ancient wonders of the world are located in modern day Egypt? Does anybody even know? I don't know. I have no idea. Of modern day Egypt? What does that mean? I do not know. I do not know. I'm going to say 3. Mindy, let's pick a state and donate a team. That sounds like a good idea. For sure. Or we could start one. We could be millionaires. Okay, great. Who doesn't have a team? That's true. They would all come to our games. They have nothing to do. All right. Rebecca's saying 6. Grass Puddle's saying 4. Lisa's saying 4. Mindy's saying 3. I'm saying 3. I'm trying to think, like, what are the ancient wonders of the world? I'm thinking, what, the Sphinx? Right? Although, Anna, if you're able to pull up a list whenever you give this answer or after the trivia, I would love to know what they are. The pyramids, the Sphinx, and what? Mesopotamia? No name. Hello. Good morning. So glad you're here. First time. The pyramids, right? Yes, Mindy. I'm not fond of the Spurs either. That's great. Let's send them on. Let's send them away. Yep, we just sent them away. Hanging Gardens of Babylon, right? And then you've got the big, what was his name? The big statue guy. Remember? And you could like Colossus. Yes, thank you, Tim. Hi, friend. Yes, thank you. I was thinking of Colossus. Colossus. Yep. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Yep. Grass Petals saying Sphinx, Pyramids, Gardens, Library. Oh, right. Colossus. Yeah, thank you. I don't know. This is interesting. Look at us. Thank you, public education system, right? Yeah, we just exiled the Spurs. They're the worst. You know who I really want to exile? Although I can't say it to you because it's a team that you live by. So I don't want you to hate me. We won't talk about it today. Maybe it's 5. 5 in modern day Egypt. 2? 2. Great Pyramid of Giza and the Pharaoh's Lighthouse of Alexandria. Oh yeah, the lighthouse. Oh right. But so this is modern day Egypt. Interesting. And you have let me see what she says. Hold on. Okay, here they are. Great Pyramid of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Statue of Zeus, Temple of Artemis, Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, Colossus of Rhodes, Lighthouse of Alexandria. Huh. Interesting. The library and the Sphinx, which I said Sphinx, are not listed as ancient wonders. Okay, there we go. Never mind, public school system. Rebecca said, wow, I thought more. Minnie, we don't really have sports, so you can exile the Cowboys. Okay, no, it's the Rangers. I cannot stand the Rangers. Listen, it's Holy Week. I'm going to have to go to confession. I'll have to tell you why I have to go to confession. In just a second. All right, I need more coffee. I am so sorry. You guys, I should have had a Red Bull. Number 5. What is a female elephant called? What is a female elephant called? Now, the males are called bulls, right? Aren't the male elephants bull elephants? Female elephant. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm sitting here trying to, I don't know. Does anybody know what a female elephant? Rebecca says cow. Minnie says cow. Grass Puddle says anything she wants, for sure. Lisa says a sow. Okay, I'm gonna go with cow because I think the male one is called a bull. Minnie's laughing. Why do I have Beyonce in my head right now? Say my name. Tim says a female elephant is called anything she wants. You guys, these are good jokes. You guys got jokes. Right, bulls plus cows, right? I agree, Mindy. That sounds promising to me. No name, hello, welcome. First time listening. Ashley should be banned for all the cheating. Don't even start with me. Are you kidding right now? Are you kidding right now? No. Astros are amazing. But yes, cheating's not okay. The Rangers are just mean. There's just some mean teams, though. No. A cow. It is called a cow. Here's the thing. The Astros didn't do anything that isn't being done by everybody else. Does that mean that that's okay? No, but they should all be caught for cheating. For sure. They should all be brought up to whatever. It reminds me of like famous people that do stuff. It's not fair. I absolutely agree with you. But you got to make it across the board. He's starting a war over here. He knows what he's starting. Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay. Last question. Number 6. I would love to get into sports with you guys. That would be fun. Which body parts continue to grow throughout your entire life? Oh, we know this. Didn't someone tell us this kind of stuff when we were in elementary school? Which body parts continue to grow throughout your entire life? Nobody else cheated as bad. Stop. They need to all, like, I agree with you. They should, but I really believe they should all be, like, it should be across the board. I don't think that's fair. This doesn't have to do with the Astros because there's other teams that do stuff that have been caught cheating. And I've always been like, okay, but what about everybody else? They do it too. When it wasn't the Astros or a Texans team. I really believe that. They all need to be swept. Ears, Lisa says, are ears and nose body parts. I think they are. What else would they be? Mindy says nose. I've heard nose and ears. I've also heard like your hair and your fingernails, right? Like especially your nose hair. Rebecca's saying nose. Tim is saying guessing nose and or ears. I don't know. I think nose and ears. That's what I think. But it feels like one of those things we were told as kids, and I'm not sure. Like the gum, like swallowing gum and it doesn't leave your body for 7 years. I don't know. I would have said that was true. Mindy says old people have bigger noses. It's awful. Cartilage always grows. How can we stop that? Like, how can we invent something? Why? Why? We already did penicillin. Come on, we could do something else. Okay, by the way, going back to the ancient wonders, Anna just said the Sphinx is listed on wonders of the world. Why are there so many lists? So there's new wonders of the world, natural wonders, ancient wonders. She found all the wonders. There's 200. We have to look at this. I'm telling you, I told you, I get confused with all the wonders of the world. It's like, it doesn't even mean anything at this point. Ears and nose. Okay, good. We all knew that. So our ears and noses are going to grow. But here's a question. Do lady noses and ears grow less than gentlemen ears and noses? Nose eye? Nose jobs. Well, then I'm in. I will absolutely do it. Lisa, we have to do something. It's called plastic surgery. Done. I'm in. That's fine. I don't care. I really don't care. I do it all. All right. The original 7 wonders of the world. Here's the original ones. Are we ready for this? Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon in Iraq, the statue of Zeus at Olympia in Greece, the Temple of Artemis and Ephesus in Turkey, the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus in Turkey, the Colossus of Rhodes in Greece, the Lighthouse of Alexandria in Egypt, the 7 additional ancient wonders. So these are just on top of. So now we have 14, the top 14. Stonehenge in England, the Great Sphinx of Giza in Egypt, the Temple of Karnak at Luxor, Egypt, the Luxor Temple in Egypt, the Valley of Kings in Egypt, the Temple of Ramses at Abu Simbel in Egypt, and the staircases of Persepolis in Iran. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, and then they have like Hellenic world, Roman world. Okay, keep going in it. That's insane. I want to see what the other titles are. 7 wonders of Chinese architecture. That's interesting. Where did you get this? This is really fascinating. 7 wonders of Indian Hindu architecture. 7 wonders of Islamic architecture. Okay. 7 wonders of other Asian art and architecture. 7 wonders of the Middle Ages. That's interesting. The 7 wonders of the Renaissance. 7 wonders of the Baroque era. 7 wonders of the industrial era. 7 wonders of the modern world. Okay, wait, I want to read those. Mount Rushmore in the U.S., the Gateway Arc in St. Louis, U.S., the Kennedy Space Center in the U.S. See, told you it's my favorite space center. The Sydney Opera House in Australia, the CN Tower of Toronto in Canada, the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain, and the Burj Khalifa, United Arab Emirates. Huh. Grassful. I'm all of the bucket list and move on. Let's make up our own 7 wonders, says Lisa, the 21st century in the U.S. You got 7 wonders of man and nature, 7 historic townscapes of note, 7 wonders of faith. Oh, that's interesting. The 7 greatest museums. None in the U.S. That's interesting. 7 wonders of performing arts. Again, the Mormon Tabernacle in Salt Lake is one. And stage 19 of the Paramount lot of Hollywood. That's interesting. 7 wonders of science. Okay. 10 wonders of earth. Wait, can we read that one? Bryce Canyon in United States, Uluru in Australia, the rock formations of Cappadocia in Turkey, Monument Valley in the U.S., the Rock of Gibraltar, Carlsbad Caverns in the U.S., the Salar de Uni, I don't know how to say that in Bolivia, the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, the Karst Islands in Halong Bay, Vietnam, and the Valley of the Lai River, China. Then there's 10 wonders of the ocean. Good Lord. There's like, I mean, what is this? Is it just like top 10, the 10 wonders of fire? What? That's silly. The 10 wonders of ice? This is insane. 10 wonders of water. I'm exhausted. The 10 wonders of life. Okay. Bonus episodes. Well, there you go. All right. Good morning. Welcome, Emerald and Clark, first time listeners. One of you is not telling us. Thank you, Emerald. And Clark is from Utah. We just found out that you have some wonders of the world where you live, in case you care. That's fascinating. Like, that is crazy because nobody knows that. I feel like there used to be just some solid list, and that was the list. Now it's like 10 top 10 green places on the planet. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay. So I wanted to talk about, this is kind of neat. Ann and I are huge fans of this couple. They're called the Holderness family. Okay. And that was a lot. I know, Mindy, it was a ton. And what's cute is Penn and Kim are both actors. They're real actors. And you'll see them in things like Kim is in, oh geez, she's like in Iron Man, like in Iron Man 2 or something, and you'll see her and you're like, is that Kim Holderness? Same with Penn. You'll see him in stuff at times and you're like, that's so weird. So they became an internet sensation. I think we've talked about them before, actually, because they were actors, and then they became really famous when they did their Christmas Jammies video about hanging out in their Christmas jammies, because as y'all have seen, anybody who's married with kids, it's a non-negotiable, get matching pajamas for Christmas time. Like, that's it. There's no conversation. No, it really kind of blew up in the last few years. I would love to know when that happened, when all of a sudden people had matching pajamas on Christmas morning. I don't remember that happening in the 80s and 90s when I was, growing up, but it's a thing. It's a thing. So they made a video poking fun at it, and they went viral and became huge. What they did with their viralness is they continued that flame, and they make film all the time. Like, they make videos all the time. Well, recently they were just on The Amazing Race, and which there's not usually a celebrity couple, and I would consider them, they're definitely digital celebrities, you know what I mean? But they ended up winning the race, and they have 2 kids. They also have a book and merchandise, and also, I mean, they've really banked on what they do, and the stuff they write is fantastic, and they're just really fun. Their videos are really fantastic. But they're really honest about their mental health and what that looks like. So Anna pulled up an article, since it's Mindful Monday. Penn and Kim Holderness on turning mental health struggle into superpower to win Amazing Race. Quote, we were able to harness the good enough to get to the finish line, Kim and Penn Holderness tell people exclusively while chatting about winning the Amazing Race. So this is interesting. Okay, this came out last month because it was a big deal that they won, but they talk about what they had to overcome in order to do that. Penn and Kim Holderness have crossed the finish line, making history as the oldest team ever to win the Amazing Race. The internet personalities conquered more than just leg obstacles, roadblocks, and filming during the pandemic. They overcame mental health challenges along the way. Following Wednesday night's season finale, 33 final. Season 33 finale. So this was back in March. Kim, who's 45, and Penn, who's 47, spoke with people about their experience on the show while opening up about how they use their struggles with anxiety and ADHD to their advantage. Quote, she had panic attacks. I had space out moments, Penn said, as he shared with people exclusively. So it was good and bad, but we were able to harness the good enough to get to the finish line. So I think this is a really interesting concept, because so many of us struggle with anxiety, struggle with ADHD, struggle with depression. And so to hear, okay, so that still happened, but here's how I channeled it. So Kim vocalized throughout the race that her battles with anxiety have kept her from stepping outside of her comfort zone. But, quote, the act of writing things down has been very calming for her, something she credits to their team's success. She says, I was just trying to be really observant of numbers, what time we got to places, the time others arrived, how many kilometers we had driven, says Kim. That sort of preparation saved us very well in the end. So that's interesting. While there were certainly numerous instances where her notes paid off, Penn's hyper-focus gave them advantage during challenges where copious amounts of information needed to be absorbed in a short period of time. He said, I felt like my brain was useful when it came to that. You can lock in on that thing and your memory and your ability to absorb information, and it becomes a superpower. So they're so cute. They're just the cute. I so love them. Proving that the race was just as much mental as it was physical, the winning duo prepared pretty hard in all aspects prior to COVID-19, causing the longest pit stop in the show's 20-year history. Wait a second. The Amazing Race has been on the air for 20 years. No one knows that. That's shocking. That's unbelievable. Wow. And they did have to pause because of COVID a year and a half before they could resume the race. Since they were not expecting to go back following the halt of production, Kim said the only extra preparation they did before returning to the race was improving their map reading skills. That's smart. Although they regretted not working out more. I would imagine so. She said, I wish we would have trained a little more physically. We came back and everyone else looked like they had just gotten out of American Ninja Warrior. They all looked so ripped. The couple confidently stated although navigating was their strength, they were in constant panic the entire time. She said, we had more self-drives, I believe, than any other season. There's a special sort of panic when you're sitting, navigating, and driving in a foreign country without GPS. That, to me, without a doubt, was the hardest part. Interesting. Wow, that's really interesting. While foreign road signs and lettering was difficult to interpret for the pair, particularly like when they were in Greece, Penn was able to use his bilingual banter to his advantage in other countries. Quote, just the ability to introduce yourself to someone and get the basic directions is really nice, said Penn. I'm grateful to my high school French teacher. That's really cute. Mindy says, I've never seen The Amazing Race. 21 years ago, we started having kids and stopped watching TV for a while, but I love Kim and Penn. Makes me wish we had cable. I know. I wonder if you can find it on the internet, though, Mindy, because they are just so lovable. They also revealed that that they constantly strategize during pit stops that gave them a competitive edge, which is usually a part of the race that's supposed to be relaxing break to teams to rest and replenish and recoup. Quote, Kim would get her notepad out and just draw pictures and visualize all the things that happen, which was the reason we won in the end because of the memory challenge, Penn said. She had me do that as well. The downtime can be very productive if you allow it to be. That's really interesting. I haven't watched The Amazing Race in so long, but it's a good show. Although Kim and Penn are no strangers to the camera, the popular social media content creators amassing nearing 1 million followers on Instagram. Wow. They explained that filming for television was completely different, aside from the fact that they weren't filming on their iPhones. We edit and control everything in our day-to-day lives, so it was scary for us to give that control away, admits Penn. I'm so thrilled with how real and honest CBS was with the edit, showing all of the struggles that we were having with mental health. I was really impressed on how they did it and how they handled it. So that's good news. That's good news, but that's great, you guys. So I think that the good part of it all is like what Kim says. This one last line is, from people watching and her kids. I hope they see that living life outside your comfort zone, amazing things can happen. And that's a hard thing to do. That's really difficult. I mean, we tend to glide towards comfort. Comfort is known. I think that's really what it is. More than comfort, I think it's easy to stay with the known. The unknown is scary, and it's just unsure. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. So you go to places of comfort, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think what's also really great is how they shared how they took what is a negative per se. Not, you know what? I'm going to take that back. I take back that statement. What is a challenge, and used it for good and positivity in what they were doing and in their lives. I think that that's really inspiring. I think that's a great article to read, especially as we go into the week. So something I haven't talked about yet is it's a pretty big week this week, you guys. Whether you are religious or not, there's a lot going on in the spiritual world for sure. Passover is going to be beginning. So mazel tov to all of anyone who is practicing the Jewish faith. Ramadan is happening. So all of our Muslim brothers and sisters, hello, thinking of you. And then in the Christian world, this is Holy Week. It's a big week. So that means in Catholicism, I don't know about everybody, but the Triduum starts on Thursday. You've got Good Friday is happening this Friday and a Holy Saturday, and then you got Easter Sunday. So people usually can like do or will celebrate a lot of these things, whether or not it's a spiritual practice or a religious practice or not. People still will get together for Easter, have like a big brunch or dinner or breakfast or hide eggs or give kids chocolate or eat chocolate or, buy all the jelly beans. That's the great thing about Easter right now is that there is every type of jelly bean you ever wanted is like in the stores. And the Reese's peanut butter cup eggs. Like, those are so good. Like the Reese's eggs are the best. So the world is good again. It's about to be fantastic in a couple of days for those reasons alone. So you can still enjoy the season without having to be spiritual or a part of it religiously. There's some good stuff out there. But what I would like to know is, what are you doing for Easter? Do you celebrate? Even if it's not a religious thing for you, do you get together with family and friends and have a special meal? Or like I said, do you like get all the jelly beans or have Easter baskets? Or still, even if your family isn't religious, do you do like an Easter egg hunt? Do you dye eggs? I don't know. Is there anything that you do? What are you making? Let's see. Anna says, my mom is obsessed with the old school robin eggs. Yes, they are so good. The malt ball ones. And I agree with her, but I can't find them anywhere. What? You can't find them? What are you saying? Are they gone? Anna, did you look online? Did you Google it, Anna? What? We can find anything online. This year, my parents are kind of taking Sheila just said, did you check Amazon? Like, what? What does that mean? Is this the end of the world? It's not all the terrible storms. It's that we can't find the old school robin eggs for Easter. My parents are ordering barbecue this year for Easter. And it's nice, but I don't know how I feel about that. Like, aren't you supposed to have ham and eggs? I don't know why. I made an incredible Christmas strata that I got off the internet. Can I make that on the air? Can I make it on Good Friday? I'm trying to think if I can make it on Good Friday. And then we could, you know what I mean? Like I have a great okay, Sheila's going, I'm doing brunch to share. Any good recipes to share? This recipe is incredible. Like it is so good. I'm serious. Mindy says, we do Lenten services all Sunday, Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, Easter feast, usually an egg hunt. I still do Easter baskets for my grown kids. Yeah, for sure. Do you eat something special on Easter? Like, are you making anything in particular? Do y'all do ham? Or my father grew up with lamb and mint jelly. So just your reminder, everybody, to start getting all your stuff. Okay, good. Anna just Googled it. She found it. Yeah, she's saying she's having an interesting Easter this year, spending it with cousins and one sister. My parents and others are out of town. I need to crowdsource Easter side dish recipes. My mother-in-law makes an incredible carrot souffle. It is delicious. Like I would Google carrot souffle. That's a great side dish for. Also, what are those? The funeral potatoes that people call them, or the potato casserole thing that has the Lay's potato chips on top. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do y'all call it funeral potatoes? I think that's a terrible name, but they're really good. That's a really easy one to make as well. I can make that as well. The strata is fantastic. What else? Okay, too many cheesy potatoes. Yeah, but yeah, don't do that. But you could do the carrot souffle situation for sure. I'm trying to think, what else can we tell Anna to make that's a good side dish? Mindy says they make lamb chops. Lisa is singing at church on Thursday evening, Friday afternoon, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. Good gracious. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. That's really great. Maybe something green, Anna. Maybe what's so good is that broccoli salad. Do you know what I'm talking about? The broccoli, it has the sweet dressing, or make the ramen salad. Does anyone make that anymore? We used to make that all the time. The cabbage slaw salad that you also use ramen in it. Oh my God, so good. You know what I'm talking about? I also have a great dessert that's great, that the bottom layer is crushed pretzels. And then it's the strawberry like gelatin situation and whipped cream. It's so refreshing and it's got the salty sweet. Will you share the frittata? Yeah, will I share the yes, Sheila, I'll send you the recipe for the strata for sure. It's so good. Okay. You guys, I'm so sorry. My time is up. I love y'all. I will be back hopefully in my studio tomorrow, not in my scary glass room. Don't go anywhere. Get on up with Jam Renee is next. I'll be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. for Live Every Day. See you guys. Have a great Monday.